sorry, is this blue flame shooting anywhere in the indictment?
No, it's not that it's in the indictment. It's just that the proliferation of violence and the location of the amount of violence caused by these weapons that have been used in these various shootings, we believe.
Okay, and is the weapon that matches both of these also, was it found in the possession of anybody who's alleged to be a YSL co-conspirator?
We don't have that. We don't, in as much as we don't know who committed that, all that we know is that the weapons used there were knife and hits too.
Okay, so you just want to show that, I assume we'll have some evidence that in some way ties YSL to the Springdale Road shooting, and you want to be able to show that somebody involved in that might have been involved in some other shooting, just to
The stuttering in silence, dude.
Yes. I'm going to exclude it based on relevance, 403, lack of notice.
Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
Well, Your Honor, in as much as it has produced a knife and hit, and that they have known, we have provided that information from day one. This is not something that has been kept. And in as much as it is a firearm that has been used in a shooting that we believe was committed by and perpetrated by one of the, or at least a member or associate of the enterprise that we're talking about for a reason.
Okay, well, I asked you if you had anything that tied this gun to a particular YSL co-conspirator, and you said no.
That same firearm was used about a month earlier, at a location about a mile away from where other YSL shootings occurred. We believe that makes it intrinsic. We've not argued, the court asked us, hadn't argued that. We had not argued it. No, it's definitely relevant. The jury could draw the conclusion that this same firearm was used in a different location.
This is what she does. She did it with Glanville. Judge rules.
Mr. Strozier has no relation that I know of to either YSL or If Gang or anything else that would suggest this is a back and forth shooting between the two groups. This has nothing to do with anything.
A member of YSL, I think Mr. Zachary, said something to the effect of, well, somebody said Shell Kell shot it up. At the time that this shooting happened, she was dating Mr. Watts. And so that's one of the themes here. We see people who aren't intended targets getting affected by the violence that's perpetrated by persons on behalf of this enterprise. And so in as much as that person's name
was apparently the same gun used at the Springdale Road location, which is suspected to have been done by a YSL member, but could equally have been done by somebody who's not YSL under the theory that, it's the state's theory, right? It is circumstantial evidence. All right. And yes, you can prove your case based on circumstantial evidence. You have a right to do that. But I do not find that this blue flame incident is intrinsic to the issues in this indictment. So I am excluding it. All right. Seth, does that mean that we're done with this witness?